What are you looking up, Lee?
Porn, always.
I dragged Lee here and said, look, we've got to put this on
Did you
camera.
see Nick came in to check that I wasn't?
Yeah, you did. It was really funny.
I was just thinking,
I wasn't looking for porn on your laptop.
You've managed to get in when I failed.
Chris Broderick has done some sick looking stuff, as has Misha, as has Dave Ellison if you like basses. But basically, I just want to show that on camera because I think it's absolutely stunning. What a great looking guitar. Only $4,500.
Looks like the Avenger series, doesn't it? From
It
Schecter.
looks like the kind of guitar a lot of people would be really happy to play. 7-string, great stuff. Really interesting tremolo. I think that looks beautiful. The quilty, the ghosty, all that kind of stuff.
That is an angry picture of Misha Mansour.
And he's not an angry guy, so it's kind of funny.
Do you know that? He looks a little bit like, that's the transition face when Dr. David Banner is turning into the Hulk.
He looks a lot like my Uncle
Don't
Tim,
make me
actually.
angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. Anyway, so we've had this guitar. It's beautiful, but there is a new colour, the matte black in the 8-string. 8 strings. Who'd have thought it?
Oh my god.
Let's just focus on things that aren't.
I'm sorry, I'm like a child in a candy store
You
that
are
sold
like a child.
candy if I was a child.
Now, in the 80s, some crazy man thought this would be a cool thing to do.
It is a cool thing to do.
Not with you on
What
that
are you talking about, bro? I got
Never-
a friend who think that was amazing.
You want the 36 fret Washburn that
Oh, really?
we had in Andertons back in 1989. I think it held the world record for worst selling guitar ever in the history of mankind, and it looked a bit like that, but worse. So, pretty much a whole bunch of Jackson guitars have had a makeover for 2016. So as we whiz through, there is a new models in the Pro Series. There are new soloists, new King Vs. It's all basically just kind of upgraded hardware, new colours. There aren't really. There is one kind of completely new shape, which we'll sort of focus on over here.
But when you go past, you're going to go past the Pro Rhodes.
Yeah, I mean it's just a great guitar. You know, bound neck, ebony fretboard.
This is interesting.
Set through.
Oh, sorry, it's not new, so I can't pick it up.
Well, you can, but it's just we've probably talked about it before. In fact, no, we may not have done.
That's the Pro Dinky.
Dinky.
It just reminds me a lot of a Govan from the way the look is looking.
So, these are completely new. This is called the Monarch series. They've spelt monarch wrong. Look,
Monarch's a kind of butterfly, but they put a K in it.
Someone's put a silent H on the end of monarch.
Well, that's all right.
Shh.
They didn't watch enough David Attenborough.
Anyway, so obviously not a new shape in the sense of you guys are all going to say Les Paul or
Are they blackouts, you think?
or anything
They look like
that.
blackouts, don't
They
they?
must be. But new for Jackson. So a single cut style, thin bodied. So this is kind of the angle they're going for here. Thinner bodied, lightweight, shreddy neck. You shred it. And the Monarch series is going right through the Jackson range, so it goes right down into the JS series and right up into
Crafted in
the Pro
Indonesia,
series.
which is making some great guitars at the moment.
So these aren't silly money, and this is all kind of relatively affordable.
Well, talking of silly money, this isn't silly money, but this is a silly thing to do to guitar.
Well, you say
Pink binding.
You know, pink binding on a black guitar. Who wouldn't want that?
That sounds like a rock song.
You or I.
Pink binding on a black guitar.
That's a lyric. That is a lyric.
Looks like a Wipeout spaceship.
It does. It does look like a Wipeout
even
spaceship.
bound on the back. Look.
No.
Look.
If you haven't got enough pink binding on your black V, you need it on the back and the front.
So let's just go into JS because JS is super affordable and very, very popular. I don't know what the luminant post-it notes are supposed to.
It means don't show that one because it's super secret.
But again, so you've got new colours, new shapes, and Monarch series now in the JS range. So guitars like this are crazy, crazy value. These are like £200 or something like that.
Wow.
So cool black hardware. I quite like that. Very affordable. Oh, that's interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, interesting.
Nice new take on the way of doing that, giving you some extra hand access.
We all like a bit of extra hand access. We haven't tried these yet, Rob.
What are they? 5150 teeny
Lunchbox.
mini 3 ones?
Yeah. You know why we didn't try these? Because
Why?
like 15 arrived in December and they all had homes to go to. So
What an
we're
interesting
waiting for
feeling
stock.
button. This must be a non-latching.
That's probably a prototype.
It's not even a real amp, is
No,
it? This is a
that's
pretend
That's
amp.
definitely not supposed to do with it.
Okay, right. Just wondered. It's a fake amp. Famp.
These, we've quickly nipped over to the EVH stand. I don't think there's anything new to tell you about, but what I have got, if you haven't seen it already, is all of these models are actually discontinued now.
What?
And Andertons just bought like 100 or something of these, and they have 40% off at the moment, so I'm just going to throw that in there. I think you could pick up one of these guitars from Andertons at the moment for like $3.99.
I'd get it off the stand, but the stand is so happily...
That is a revolting headstock.
So incredible. That's what I wanted to show people. It's so glued on there.
That's just a crazy headstock, isn't it? It looks like a violin or something, doesn't it? Or a banjo. It's a banjo headstock.
It is a banjo, or a cello. Or a
Suffice to
xylophone.
say that actually I didn't buy any of these guitars when they were on offer.
Well, have we been?
Who?
I've been Rob.
I've been the captain.
And Chapper's out.
Captain in!
Yeah.